Now that you're a couple weeks in, sorry if you've already been asked this, but how do you feel like the move inside has gone?
I think the move inside has been really going smooth. I feel, I feel faster on the inside, with my moves and everything. Even though we're not getting a lot of drop back passes on these teams we've been playing lately, but every opportunity that I've gotten to pass rush one-on-one, I've been doing a good job, and I mean I'm liking the inside for sure. I like it more than being on the edge because it's a lot less mentally. It's difficult more physically, but as far as mentally, it's not as challenging because when you're on the edge, you gotta drop, you gotta know if you're getting the running back, or if you're lining up, covering a receiver, and all those types of things. So, I remember, last year lining up on slot receivers, just looking at him like he's way faster than me. But,
yeah.
It's definitely, I think, more fun for me.
Grayson was talking about yesterday just how much he's kind of leaned on you with his move. What have you seen out of him here in recent weeks? And it seems like the light's coming on for him a little bit.
I just got done saying before, I tell Grayson all the time that, why do you think, as a young player, all the coaches are pouring into you, constantly, always on you, because they see the potential that he has. We all see the potential he has. I always tell him that he's better than me. He's going to be a way better player than me, especially when he gets older. Grayson, the space is the limit for him. He's a great player, and it's always fun watching him, especially in the pass rush. He's just has just a natural, like I said earlier, natural knack to get to the ball. It's fun to watch.
Has there been any, satisfaction or gratification, whatever you want to call it, from how well you guys have defended the run so far this year?
It definitely feels good, stopping the run, making teams have to pass the ball, making them more predictable. It's just a good feeling, but we're not satisfied. We're still coming to work every day, everything, because every week a team's seeing what we're doing, put it on tape, and they're coming up with a game plan to attack what we've been doing. So we can't become complacent. We got to keep coming to work every day and getting better. Continue that, stopping the run, making teams, putting teams in predictable situations so that we can come out on top.
It sounds like Danny kind of took charge of that on Sunday or Monday, here early this week, just in terms of you guys played really well. It seems like things are turning around, but you got to stay hungry. Is that kind of the message that he'd send?
Yeah, never satisfied. Always got to stay hungry. Like Coach Valai says, he always says you got to stay malnourished. Starving every day coming into work to, achieve. Because last week's successes are nothing for this coming into next week. It's not coming with you. So every week, you got to have that 1-0 mentality. So yeah.
You all have done well against the run defense. Is that kind of an identity that you want as an defensive line? Is there more on the pass rush?
Yeah, you could ask any defensive line unit in the country. They're gonna say we want to be known for stopping the run. If you can't stop the run, then you're going to lose the game. So if you can't stop the run, the teams can just run the ball all over you. Then that's putting your back seven in uncomfortable positions, and they have to load the box or whatever. And then the next thing you know, they're throwing the ball up top and stuff. So if you can't stop the run, you're not going to win games. So take pride in being able to stop the run for sure.
What are the conversations been between you guys about that since you all have done so well so far this season?
Come every day to work. Coach V always says we got to have that hard hat mentality, blue collar mentality. Those people that go to work every day, they're getting dirty. They're up in the morning and going home late at night. And so that's the mentality that we have as a defense and the defensive line.
What's your first thought when you see 15 TFLs on the stat sheet?
It's crazy because you don't even really realize it in the game because we're just so focused on the plays, getting the calls, making sure we're watching the guys that are in, making sure they're getting the calls and make sure they're doing their jobs. And when we're getting told after the game, we're always like, oh dang, I had no idea. Like literally during the last game, we was in the fourth quarter. I was like, you had a pick six, didn't you? I was like, oh, I forgot. It's just crazy. I'm so locked in. I was like, bro, anybody else forget Danny got a pick six? And they're like, oh, he did get a pick six. And then when I didn't even know we had 5 picks. It was crazy. So, I guess I'm just very locked in during the games. I don't know.
Appreciate it, man.